For Rivals.com, I'm national recruiting analyst John Garcia Jr. And if you could read or look to the left of me, you can see the news of the day. Na'eem Offord, one of the newest 5-star recruits in the class of 2025, just dropped on Rivals.com. And the Birmingham area superstar is kind enough to join us for a few minutes. Na'eem, I know you've gotten 5 stars elsewhere. You've got all the scholarship offers. You're all state. But still, it's got to feel pretty good to see the 5th star next to your name, even as we expand this class of 2025.
Yes, sir, most definitely. It come with work, though. It don't just come easily. It's earned. But it's something you got to work for.
Let's go right there. What do you feel you've done to get to this point? We know what we like. We see you as a big defensive back, athletic enough to play cornerback. We see the offensive accolades. We see you dominating special teams. I think you had 2 return touchdowns in 1 playoff game. We know what we like. Why don't you tell us, self-scout? What do you think makes you a 5-star recruit?
I say the work ethic I put in. On and off the field, I always put work in. Even after practice, sometimes I actually hit the field. As my coach, can we put extra work in? Because, it don't just come easy. Like I said, the first time, you got to work for it. Because it's not just a thing that'll just come to you. I mean, obviously, God gave me a talent, but I had to work for it.
When did you first start to realize, hey, not only am I really great at football, but I've got a chance specifically as a defensive back to be a very highly recruited kid. I mean, you've got every SEC, Big Ten, ACC scholarship offer that there is to get. When did you start to realize that, hey, I could turn this thing into something long-term and maybe beyond high school?
So it's a little story. I play for PPA 707. I started off at receiver, and I'm just running routes. I'm long. Almost everybody in my family, my cousin, his name Caleb Offord. He played cornerback, so he long. My other cousin Trevor Hardy, he played cornerback, so he long just like me. All is long. I'm just a receiver catching the ball, but I'm dropping balls. So I'm like, something ain't right, man. I'm telling my coach, I'm like, you think this receiver stuff gonna work for me? He was like, man, I'm telling you. He was like, just be patient because I'm young. I started off playing 707 when I was like 13 or 12, but the coach already knew. He said I was gonna be a 5-star. So I changed my position of cornerback and I tried it out because I'm skinny and lanky, so I'm like, I don't know about this. So I tried corner. I'm having fun doing it. Like, it's fun. I'm guarding these 18-year-olds. Like, it's nothing. Like, no technique, no nothing. I'm just thrown out there. I'm having fun with it. My coach, he tell me, he was like, man, you're going to be a dog. He said, you don't even know it right now because you're young. He was like, but just trust the process. He was like, you're going to end up being a 5-star. His name was Coach James. He told me the truth. And I waited till the next year. I still didn't have no offers, but it was coming into my freshman year. I had a real good season. I had 10 interceptions my freshman year. And I had a real good season with no technique. Remind you, I'm just out there, just freestyling. But I had a 7-on-7 year, and I did real good. Like, I was more developed than anybody. I felt developed because I was actually getting coached the next year, and I was understanding the game. So I did that. I had 10 interceptions. And then at the end of the season, I didn't get my first offer to Tulane. So that was my first offer that started it off. But I still didn't understand because I'm young. Remind you, I'm just a freshman. So I'm like, oh, it's special. It's a little special. So I ended up getting I got ASU, Austin P. I had got 3 offers. Then I transferred. Then I had another 7-on-7 season. That's when I was getting developed. And I started noticing, I'm like, hold up, is it me? I said, or my technique getting better. So my technique was getting better. And I had got the weight. I got in the weight room, got bigger. I was getting stronger. That's when I was getting real physical. So at that point, I started jamming people. Tried that. That was a new technique to me. Then after that, I went to Parker, actually. I'm at right now currently. Season, an excellent season my sophomore year. Went off again. Then that's when all the offers just started ranking up. It was all coming together. And then that's when I realized I was like, this is a business thing now. Now it's kind of getting serious. So I started taking it serious, started working even more. And then, to be big, you got to play big. So after that, I took my work ethic and I made that go up. And I took everything serious to what I did. And then, just here now, I came back to the coach that told me I was going to be a 5-star. I was like, you was right.
Well, yeah,
so
we can confirm.
It's really Coach James, and a shout out to my uncle too.
Absolutely. Look, it's not a straight path to this point for most players, and your story is certainly one we hear told similarly throughout the region. But look, the state of Alabama has produced some big time prospects at every position, and corner is no exception, right? I mean, Kool-Aid
All those
McKinstry
stuff.
just won the SEC title. You know, you think of Marlon Humphrey, guys like that before that. Roger McCreary was a first round draft pick. Noah Igbinoghene. So this state of Alabama has produced a lot of corners with great size, great speed. Where do you fit into that? Where is your game compared to the McKinstries, to the Humphreys, to the Igbinoghenes of the world?
You know, all of us got different abilities. So like, you know, with me, I'm explosive and physical because you know I play both sides of the ball. So I'm really explosive player. That come in with my physicality also because, like I said, when I told you when I be jamming people, but also it come with patience because you got to be patient. Like you can't just shoot a hand and just jam somebody. You got to be patient. So that's one thing else that come with me. I'm a patient person, but also physical. Like once I get my hands on you, it's a wrap.
Certainly, the type of skill set a
With
lot
me,
of
that
colleges like.
yeah, they love that. They love it. A lot of them they tell me they was like they love my physicality. You know, I'm physical. They love that. That's one thing you gotta have physical and hands and feet.
So tell us about some of these trips you've gone to. We know you were at the Iron Bowl. You took in a lot of big time college football atmospheres. What were some of those games like, and where do you say your recruitment stands at this point?
I'm still patient right now. I don't know what schools. I ain't selecting no schools for right now because I'm still trying to just open my eyes because you know right now they contacted me, but they can't really contact me because you know dead peers and stuff like that. And you know, colleges they focus on 24s, but I know some more gonna be coming on the way. Like for instance, like Colorado, Michigan. I know all them gonna come and contact me. So I'm just being patient right now.
Is there sort of a timeline developing for you? You get into the new year, get into 2024, and start taking spring visits. Have you thought of early official visits in the summer months? Are there some schools that you're like, hey, I really need to get out there before I make some final decisions?
Most definitely, I'm gonna take some official visits because you know I'm graduating early. I'm gonna be an early enrollment, so I'm gonna take like the schools I'm looking at right now currently. I'm gonna go to them most definitely. Like I can go and tell you, like Florida State. I can tell you Auburn, um, Michigan. Like I said, because they coming. I can say Tennessee, Ohio State. I gotta take Ohio State. Alabama. It's gonna be like schools that have been contacting me. I'm gonna go to them.
And once you take those visits and really start to dig into the possibilities of making a verbal commitment, what's going to be important to you, Na'eem? Like, what are the factors it's going to take to get this 5 star on that college campus?
Ask that question again. You had went out. You went out.
And as you start to look forward to maybe the end of the recruiting process down the line, about a year from now, if you're graduating early, what are some of the most important factors you're looking for at these various schools? Is it development? Is it coaching? How much does NIL come up? But we'd love to know where your head's at with the factors that will one day lead to your commitment.
Um, Obviously I'm looking at real estate because outside of football, that's something big you got to look at. So I'm looking at real estate, health science because you know I got to look at my health. A lot of people that get injured and say for instance, you never know when football can be over with. So you got to always have a backup plan towards it. I'm not really. I would say relationship, but you know coaches come and go, so I can't really say relationship.
So it's going to be a lot about the schools themselves, the atmosphere, things like that.
Most definitely. Because I can come and play. I don't really look at a roster because I can come and play wherever.
No surprise to see strong confidence coming from a 5 star cornerback type of prospect like Na'eem Offord, the newest 5 star on rivals.com. Once again, congratulations to you on another accolade. Heck of a season in 2023, and we're certainly going to look ahead to see you in 2024 as a senior.
Thank you. Appreciate you.